Check, check. All right. Good morning. Volume seems to be right. Welcome back to another morning day trading market open live stream. Today's Thursday, and I'm gonna start the process what I do per usual. That's looking at the stocks from yesterday and seeing if any of them had any continuation or if them held up nicely. Um, so it looks like ATXG. This was the one that made a nice move later in the day. Didn't take any trades on this one yesterday, but it's at 20% pre-market today, so I'll leave it on the list. Um, wow, NRBO is up 61%. Also, this is a stock from 2 days ago that went, 250%. I didn't trade it at all. Keep that one on the list then. EOSE, no. BIAF, no. No. ATX, no. And no. So I'm keeping ATGX from yesterday, NRBO, and that's it. I just got rid of NRBO. I'll keep that one. NRBO. And looking to get some stocks on the watch list. Looks like the scanner is a bit weak this morning. I've got a few things. I saw HKD. This was one of the Chinese stocks, an IPO that went to like 2K on a bunch of halts. It was absolutely ridiculous. Beat. Looks like that one's up 57%. It's a little bit cheaper. Store, I don't really like it. It's a little more expensive. Volume seems light for now, but I'll put it up there. And then there was one more. Oh yeah, that's what it was. LSTA. This one looks like it's pulling back right now, though. It was another reverse split. NRBO was a reverse split that went absolutely parabolic 2 days ago. But then yesterday we had that reverse split on AXTG. Can't remember what the ticker was, something like that. And we had very much the opposite thing. It opened and faded basically for the whole day. So you'll see what the reverse split means for this stock today. It's nice range. So nice trading on it. Looks good and volatile, but we're now $1 off VWAP coming into the open. So right now the time's 8:22. Got about 10 minutes till the market opens. A little less than 10 minutes. Looking at the chart on beat. This one doesn't look so bad. The thing I'd be a bit concerned with is that we've had this big leg up without much of a pullback straight away, followed by a pullback in consolidation until now. So to be quite honest, actually, it does look really good. It's got a nice flag on the 5 minute here. So I'll throw some levels on this one real quickly. Looking at the daily, oops. We're at 90s. So we're coming right into the 200 moving averages here. This one being the moving average, and the pinker one being the EMA, the exponential. We're gonna open, like I said, up above all this resistance, so we've got that high there. It's pretty obvious. I don't know how significant these lows are gonna be. I mean, they're right above the whole dollar. Yeah, it's not really a lot of daily levels to be quite honest. Um, so it looks like this little came right to this pre-market high, and I'll mark out the actual high. Call it good for now. HKD probably won't end up taking any trades on this thing, but yeah, I mean you can see it's absolutely crazy. Yesterday it was 45, it went to 283 on a series of halts with super light volume. I mean there's only like 100,000 shares of volume in this. NRBO. This one actually looks pretty nice right now coming into the open. We've got a couple of levels. My chart on it looks a bit annoying because I've got a bunch of significant price levels mapped out from the other day. And finally, ATXG. This one looks nice. It's the recent IPO that went crazy. Actually, no, it wasn't IPO. No, I'm mistaken. So yeah, I'm gonna have some mark out this day. This day is high here on ATXG. This one looks good if we can open up. But right now we're below VWAP, so it's got a bit to do, a bit of work to do before I'm super interested in trading it. So I'm gonna mark out the low and the high of that daily candle there. So LSTA, this one's coming up back towards VWAP. $93, and I'll mark out the high on this one as well, which is just the whole dollar there at 14. Yeah, so there's a few things to be looking at. Got about 5 minutes. Well, time's flying. Got about 3 minutes till the bell. Oh, so got about 2.5 minutes till the market opens here. And I think primarily I'm gonna be watching, debating between Beat and LSTA. I also do like ATXG in the open, but we're below VWAP right now, so I'd like to see it at least over VWAP, maybe towards the 6-hour level before I'm gonna trade it. So I'll wait a bit on that one. ADTX. That was the reverse split from yesterday that ended up just selling off. So I'll put ATXG here. And then I'll throw, what was the other one I wanted to watch here? LSTA, I'll also put over here. Okay, so that one starts making moves. Looks like the market is gapped down slightly today. Nothing compared to 2 days ago, where we got freaking, the market was down 5.5%. So we got about 45 seconds till the market opens here. And I'll be watching. I'll be watching Beat, I think, and I'll put ATXG and another one over here. All right, 5 seconds till the market opens. Trade safe, trade smart. Here we go. Let's get this money. So Beat wants to gap and go here. So gonna pull back. It's holding 2. So it held 2 there. We can get over this first candle here at 205. Still holding 2 nicely. Sellers coming in. It's right there for the retest of highs. Yeah, one quick pop. So I'm glad I got out when I did on that one. The thing I'm liking about those style of trades, there's a big flush, is the retest. It's like I want it now, especially on the first breakout like this. Which this wasn't quite a breakout of highs. We broke over 2 of these pre-market pivot levels. And then pulled back into 205 there where I tried to enter. I think I filled up maybe 207. Ends up being a small winner, basically break even. But HKD, this one's halted. I'm not gonna end up trading this one. It's so sporadic that I don't know how you'd manage risk. NRBO, nice. So where's high of day here? 3118. That's right. That's what this line represents. Actually, no, it doesn't. That was a line from the other day. ATXG. This one's pumping up. LSTA halted to the downside. Yeah, so it looks like LSTA made a nice push off the open here, then flushed into a halt down. STOAR, STOAR selling off right away. Beat kind of consolidating here off the open. We had this big wick candle down, but ends up kind of being a doji a little bit. Wick to the upside, wick to the downside. Um, it's right there on that pullback. Oh shoot! I only took 500 shares on that one. Oh man, forgot to size back up from that last stock. Oh well, that was a nice trade from '04 to '09. It was high of day. Wow, look at that. Hmm. Trade there in the first pullback, but I got in a little bit too high. Get some nice volume coming in. 400, 500,000 shares in a 15-second candle. Wow, nice. This thing is strong. 25. Took too long there. Yeah, just needed to hold a little longer there. Watching here, it's holding above 22. ATXG is curling back up in a aggressive fashion. No, didn't get the pop I wanted right away. How did I get filled at 20 there? This makes sense. 20 was here, and it's a bit weird. ATXG is ripping now. We're above highs. Shoot, missed that. It's trying to lock up in a halt now at 59. Yeah, so that one's halted. I missed that break. I was looking at BEAT. That keeps happening. So beat's starting to curl back up here. There's 1 minute candle making new high. So I'm definitely going to be watching on ADTX resumption, or ATXG resumption. Looks like AMTD is also pushing. Volume starting to slow up here just a little bit. Candle making new high would be at 25. There's 25. Man, getting a little bit high fills on this thing. I'm gonna buy the dips, and the dips seem to be filling me a bit high. Yeah, ATXG. Looks like a resumption on this one is gonna be at 43 and 29 seconds here. If it's a 5 minute halt. This is a daily level right here. I'm just under 7. So stock looks pretty good. We'll look to get aggressive on this resumption. So disappointing on beat is the best trade that I had on it in this section here. I accidentally took like half share size that I wanted to. So right on view up right now, I'm not gonna take any trades on it down here. I usually don't like taking dip trades this close to view up because sometimes it can break and flush really quickly. HKD is ridiculous. Oh, it came out of the halt just then. So a lot of action happening this morning out the gates, which is cool. Almost felt like it was a little hard to focus on one thing. Focus up on beat while we were kind of consolidating here, which kind of was my mistake, as ATXG pulled away and given a really nice trade over this breakout level here. So we'll look. Resumption's going to be in about 45 seconds here, if it's a 5 minute halt. $20 till resumption here. I'll be watching. See if we can open higher and then dip and rip. Nice dip and rip trade there off the halt. It's going to rip to 7. It's over this pre-market, or this daily level there. If we dip to 650, I'm a buyer right now. Didn't come down that low. Kind of the setup I was looking for right there, but it didn't dip to. Yeah, shoot. Yikes. That was not very good. I just gave back all my profits on that stock there. So it's a false breakout there. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one back. That was a botch on my part. So it came for the retest of this once we broke out, but it didn't break out very nicely, and it came back down below 7 way too fast. So that was a bad trade by me. See, and that's kind of what I was looking for the first time, but wow, look at that. Watching here for a dip. I missed the dip. Beats managed to stay above VWAP there. It's at 214. Um, Waiting on this stock here. If we break down to 680s, I'm gonna be a buyer. I missed it. There's some other Chinese stocks are gonna start going crazy with this, with HKD going to the moon. Nice bottoming wick here on the 1 minute. Man, I got filled so high on that. Yeah, so I gave back all my gains on this stock and then some on these last two trades. That was not a good setup right there. Maybe it was. I just didn't give it enough time to hold. It's breaking down more now. So right now on the day, I'm down 40 bucks. So took two avoidable trades here on the stock that gave back what 150. So I was yeah. It's a nice move here on ATXG, but we just couldn't get the follow through. We had that false breakout off this level here. It wasn't so much a false breakout as much of a pullback, and the pullback just wouldn't get bought up. So everything out the open looked really nice, and now kind of an opposite story. Nothing, everything's pulled back. Yeah, including that one. So I might go back to the waiting game here. Had some nice action on ATXG, but I didn't play it very good. Might try it here for the curl towards $7. No. Back to the waiting game. We'll wait for ATXG so we can start curling. Man, I want to try it down here in case we can base out and start curling back up. But I just got stopped out of this trade right here. A lot of selling volume in here on this pullback. Yeah, I should have just went with my gut and took it there at 650 for the curl back up. Nice W there. The indices are pretty much flat right now. SPY 0.08, Nasdaq's down 0.15%. So right now I'm being patiently waiting. Everything is pulling back. A bit disappointed on how I traded the stock today. Looking at the scans, doesn't look like, oh, there's MEGL, so I mean, there's that China momentum. But yeah, volume's still pretty light on it. IBRX, that one's also moving today. Slighter volume. Meh. Don't really care for it. At least for here. Okay. So he dipped below VWAP here briefly and reclaimed it. How many times do we see this opportunity though on resumptions when we get the first big pullback, the flash, and that gets bought up? Happens again here. I wasn't able to capitalize on either of these dips. In fact, I got caught in this one here. So I made about 100 on this resumption, gave it all back on this, then gave a little bit more back trying to buy a dip right here. MEGL, is that one going to get interesting? I'll add it to the list here for today. Yeah, we just need a little bit more volume. Doesn't look bad though. Triple top at 59. Come on, bulls. Let's see it. Let's see some buying. Thing is all the buyers that are getting in on this level, I feel like when we get a pop over this resistance, 660, there's going to be a bunch of profit taking. Good morning, Rockling. How's it going today, man? I'm right on the day right now, down about 60 bucks. I got a little profit on, what was the cheaper one? On BEAT this morning out of the open. Took a couple decent smaller winners on it. I was a bit disappointed because I took my nice trade on it was right here through this section, through this curl. It was like from 06 and sold into 15s here. But I forgot to take proper size for this cheap of a stock, according to what I've been trying to take for for buying power per trade. So yeah, I mean, my best trade of the day ended up being half the size of a winner that it should have been, which is a bit just a miss, just an oversight on my part. And then I did well on this ATXG resumption here. So we're fighting for view up right now. I did well on this resumption here. We opened, didn't yeah, it did give a dip and rip opportunity, and then sold in this pop. And then I missed this dip here for the retest higher. Actually, let's go to the 15-second. You'd see it better. So it's right here. So I missed this pullback. We ripped through 7, which is where we topped out here. And when it pulled back, I tried to buy the first pullback, but the issue with it was it wasn't a super strong break. It was a quick snap and an instant pullback, and that should have been my first warning that it was looking a little bit sketchy. Ended up being a false breakout here. I got out for a small loss. Well, smaller loss than what it could have been, but yeah, I made about 100 on the resumption and gave back all of it on this trade right here. And then I missed this breakout here and tried buying another dip in this area. I think it was here for the anticipation of the curl and ended up stopping out for another small loser. So yeah, not the cleanest on this stock. Yeah, this morning though, off the open, I mean, suddenly when the bell rang, we had like 3, 4 things that were moving nicely right away. Like if you look here, we had ATXG kind of did a dip and then started moving really nicely right away here. It's a 50-cent move from the bottom to $6. NRBO pushed right away, similar kind of dip and rip thing before flushing. HKD, but not interested in that one. I mean, that one's just ridiculous. And then same thing with Beat, where we based out for a bit, and then that's one started pushing. And I guess LSTA didn't. There was one more. But yeah, so I think it was those 3 stocks that were all moving right away, and I wasn't sure exactly which one to focus on, but I ended up focusing on Beat, and then through this consolidation here, I missed the curl on ATXG through highs here. So suddenly out of the open, we had some good momentum, but now it's kind of fizzled out. Certainly been a bit of a slow week. Something, yeah, I get that. Sometimes you gotta do that for sure, man. You're also on a bit more of a grueling schedule for, well, not grueling, but you have to, it's, I think you said you were what, 2 hours ahead of me time wise, so yeah. I think for me that's tough. If it's not even getting up in the morning, that's tough. It's having a proper evening regimen and going to bed at night at the right time so I can get up and be energized at the right time in the morning. Oh, so okay, so an hour behind me then. My mistake. So right now, I'm just patiently waiting, I guess. IBRX made new highs, but yeah, this one's lighter volume, a bit more of a grinder, so I'm not so interested in this one. Yeah, I feel that, man. It's tough. Life gets busy. Yeah, and I've been behind on my recaps. I got some work to do today. Looks like beat reclaimed VWAP here. It's good to see. This one was up decently this morning and on some news. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I need a little more room here for my mouse. There, cat. So high this last candle here was 17, which we've touched I think 3, 4 times now here. We're gonna break out. It's at 17. There's 18. It's not so strong. So basically, people that bought into this consolidation here just sold on this pop instead of buyers coming in to buy this breakout. No, it looks like ATXG is reclaimed VWAP here. But yeah, I've still got some good volume on the 1 minute here. It's not bad. Kind of looks like a W pattern here, excluding this massive wick to the downside here. I might look to take this pullback here to see if we can. We've had lower low, lower low. Look right here. Got those levels right there. But now we put in a lower high or a higher low. So we'll see if on this next pullback we can also put in a higher low. If we really get one here. It's 92. Volume's starting to come in now. Not too much though. Yeah, that's why this thing is high risk. I mean, I was tempted to buy that pullback there, give it a few cents, then flushed 20 cents. So it doesn't look like anything new has popped up on the scanners today. Oh, except AMRS. Haven't seen that one. Yeah, it's just a bit of a grinder stock here. Higher float. How's Beat doing? Trying out VWAP again here. Hold, baby, hold. Yeah, IRBX is breaking out to highs, but it's on such light volume. I won't entertain that stock today, probably, unless we really start seeing some more volume come in. But I'm not sure we will. Well, patiently playing the waiting game for right now. Not interested in trading anything at the moment. I wanted to try an entry lower here to anticipate the curl back up. But we just keep having these wicks, and I feel like if I was in this thing, I would have stopped out on these wicks and then got left behind anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. So I was looking for something to set up here. Coming into the market today, I was feeling pretty good, feeling pretty confident, and I took a nice confident trade on this dip and rip here off the resumption, and then just gave it all back 30 seconds later. But that's okay. It is what it is, and I'll go back and watch the tape and see what I could have done to avoid that trade, or what the telltale signs were that I should have avoided it, if any. I mean, that's not always the case. Sometimes it's the setup that you would take according to your strategy, and it just doesn't work out, and that's okay. But Yeah, I'm optimistic on this one here, but we're having a lot of problems getting through 15. Yeah, between 15 and 20 here. Kind of giving a little A, B, C, D pattern, sort of. Yeah, so it looks like IBRX is pushing up. There's 80s. This might be worth it for just a little bit of a slower play on it. But I usually have a hard time trading stocks like this. The action is different than a lower float, faster moving stock. Yeah, it's almost 100 million float, so I typically don't do super well with those size floats. Except except I remember BBBY, I did really well on that one. And that one's about the same float as this. But it's not the same context at all. We're still hanging out here above VWAP. Kind of coming into this consolidation range here right above it. We surprisingly still have a decent amount of volume in this area. But yeah, looks like selling pressure is coming in here. Potential entry at 07. And it bounced off it. Nice. Yeah, that was a good entry right there. That was what I was just saying at that support. That's a potential entry at 08. And it's nice. I'm gonna push now. Oh yikes, man. Oh man. Wow. Did not see that one coming. We kind of had a similar thing though right here where we had a false breakout over the 5 minute candle and then we flushed. So did you enter the trade with the stop already put in at 04? So you didn't have to manually press it. It already executed when it hit that level. Okay, nice. That's good. Yeah, avoided a bit of a flush here. Well, I mean, you kind of got caught in it a little bit, but avoided a lot of the downside. Man, that's never like to see that. So that's probably going to be this one, down and out. Yeah, unless we can curl like we did here, but we'll wait on it. Yeah, so down 75 bucks right now on the day, which is disappointing because I was up over 100. So I kind of got wrecked. Yeah, if this yeah, exactly. It was totally worth it, because if we got past this level, it would have totally been yeah, off to the races like you said. But it wasn't in the stars this time. Yeah, nothing else really right now. ADTX finally broke. And coincidentally, it ran right into this descending resistance and gave about 30 cents. Descending support, rather. My fault. Yeah, yeah. It's a good point. Lower entries, and you have better risk to reward ratio. Real quick, while everything's kind of pulling back, I'm just gonna grab myself a glass of agua. Yeah. All right. Well, looks like everything's kind of pulling back here still. Looks like BIAF popped up on scans. There's like no volume on it right now, though, really. Such an odd but delicious snack. It's honey on a nice, like, strong cheese. In this case, small breakfast. Oh, well. Are you watching the next flush? Are you looking for an entry on the next flush? Seems like it bases out a bit and then eventually gets bought back up. Kai, look at this beggar. Look at this beggar.
I'll put yours on top of the illustration for a second.
There you go. Yeah, it definitely is holding. All right, I'm gonna get focused back up here. I just had to get a quick little something small in my stomach. Yeah, so it looks like beet looks the best right now. Where did you just fling that? I put a little piece of cheese for here. And she goes like this, their pot goes like this, and it flies across my room. The heck? Oh, nice. There's 205. Hmm. Looking at it, I don't know if I want to take any trades on it right here below view up. Maybe the trade was maybe at 96, but yeah, I don't really know where a good entry would be here, or would have been here. Oh, there, she found it. She's eating it. Stop calling me. So sick of scam calls. Man, want more opportunity here to make back some of these losses. But if it doesn't give me the chance today, it'll always be tomorrow. So I'm definitely curious to go look back at these at my trades from today. And see if the trade that I lost on ATXG, keep saying ADTX. I think that was the ticker from yesterday. ATXG. I want to see if the trade that I lost on big was a not big, but was decent sized loss. Curious if that was an avoidable trade on my end or if it was a decent setup according to my plan, but just didn't work out. Third bounce on beat. Yeah, I'm not really sure where to look for a trade on it here. Stop looking at the 15 seconds so much. Though in a couple short days of having this thing here and trying to pay a little bit of attention to it, I find myself being slightly distracted or kind of losing focus of the time and sales in level 2 just looking at the 15 second. But I feel like I can almost get a better picture of the bid and ask on. I can kind of visualize it a little bit while looking at the 15 second. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to end up being a beneficial tool for me if I just give it some time to get used to using it. Oh, AMPX. Probably won't try this one. Super late volume. Recent IPO as of today. Beat still trying. ATXG is also still trying here. It's about 20 cents off view up. Well, 100 shares at $199,999.99. Okay. Resumption on this one will be in about a minute and a half. But I'm not too interested in that one. So beat, it looks like we're coming right down to this ascending support here. But I'm not sure if it's worth a trade. At this level here. What did you say? My TV won't load? Oh. It's the cable. Did he point to me? I saw you in this computer apparently. So yeah, looking at this thing, I don't know what the trade is below VWAP here. Usually don't like taking trades below VWAP. It's holding over 2 here for now. Here's 04. VWAP is at 07. Here's a push. Yeah, is right. If it did to a 205. We're trying to reclaim VWAP here. Yeah, yeah. Well, what's your reasoning behind that? that short still have the advantage. Just because it's so far off high of day, or what? Ooh, there's 09 again. I wonder when this thing's gonna come out of the halt. 50-minute halt would be at 08, or not 08, 48. Wait, why is there orders at 43? Confused. Whatever. Beat, there's 213. Dang, so it was a nice entry there on this dip. Here we go. Got a lot of resistance up here again. In the 15s and 20s. It's holding strong here on this push above 210. There's a push into 215. Have this quadruple top on the 1 minute at 17. Silence. So let's start of a new 5-minute candle here. Where the high would be 16. What? This did it really just dip to 208? Yeah, it did. Wow. It's 220. I missed the first pullback. Starting to speed up here now. Oh, smokes. And there it goes again. Yeah, this is tricky. I don't know. High days at 34. Suddenly we're 8 cents off high of the day with that push. So yeah, some decent volume volume coming back in here on these 5 minute candles. It's holding strong right here. That might be a little quick there. I'm gonna hold here to see if we're gonna get the ascension to high of day. It only took half share size. I'll be up there half right there. Could have maybe held. I'll look to get back in here. Shorts have got to be sweating maybe a little bit on this thing. I would like to think so. It's 29, 30. It's not going to hold 30 though. The markets are selling off now. The Qs are down 1.5%. SPY's down almost 1%. I look for a dip off 220 there. Nice bottoming wick there. See how strong this 1 minute candle is going to close. It'd be nice if it closes a green doji. AMP Hex is still halted. This IPO. And the candle's going to close nice. With that wick to the downside there. Yeah, what's tricky right now about this thing is the quick scalps. I mean, the range is decent, but it's not fantastic. Again, that dip got bought up pretty nicely there off 15. Oh, there's AMPX. Oh, and there's beat too. Here we go. 26. Yeah, if it can break 230, 234 is right there, and then maybe might be off. There's 27. Man alive. Another big pullback to 18. This thing can drop like a rock very quickly. In a bit high at 224. Oh, hope you got out in that flush there. It looked good, but I don't know. I didn't super trust it up here for some reason. Two ten is the stop. Okay. Yeah, and this whole thing though, 33,000 shares, 8,000, 12, 13,000, 3,000. So, yeah, there's just not enough volume on this for me to trade it. Looks like volume's slowing up here a bit. Nice bounce off 14. This thing looks like it wants to break out. Shorts are dead. Oh yeah, if we break 230 and hold, yeah, that is for sure. And I want to be in if it does, but I want to avoid, big flushes like this. Come on, volume. Come on. It's 26, 25. We're holding high here. Just waiting here. Yeah. It was worth a quick attempt, but I think you've got the better strategy there with the tighter stop loss, or I'm sorry, the looser stop loss, and just the longer hold time. It's false break over 31 there. I wanted to be in quick to see if it was gonna break and hold and then rip through high of day. Oh, it looks to get back in though. 'Thing's a bit of a tease up here. $20.19. Yeah. Man, this stock. Quickly looking at everything else. Nothing else looks good. Yeah, ATXG finally rejected a few up here, and now it's sold off. So, yeah, beat this one. It looks good. The only thing I don't like here is this false break over 30. Come on, baby. Man, we got so close, but yet so far. We're at 31 here at the top of this, the apex of this move. Only 3 cents off high of day. Well, It's gotta happen. To the moon soon if we go. Yeah, I like it here. If we can kind of base out at this level and then start recurling up to make, kind of a higher low for the kind of ABCD pattern. But yeah. Just gonna look at this one super quick. AMTD. No. I like beat better for right now. Oh, we're just consolidating here at the 20s. Yeah, it looks like volume is starting to decline a bit. But we'll see what's going to happen on this thing. It's 18. Well, things is really taking its time. Right now the time is quarter after 10. So coming up on 2 hours after the open. MEGL is curled up, but yeah, we're like trading on very light volume still. Just patiently waiting, see if this thing can break over this descending line. Just setting resistance. It'd be nice if it could hold here at 17 instead of coming down um, to 13. It'd be nice if it could start curling here without making another low. You know, if this could kind of be the low of this pullback here, that would look nicer for charting. So it did hold there at 17. We're not pushing 20. Maybe I should have tried the lower entry on this to kind of just play into my thesis, but they're going ham.
I can hear it.
Man, just sitting here patiently on my butt waiting for this thing to make a move to one way or the other. Pull back to 17 here again. Yeah, now volume is definitely lighter here. But the dips keep getting bought up. Soaking at 217. I have no idea what that means. Oh, okay. Just buyers holding up there at 17. I see. I've never heard that term before. There's 22. So we're starting to push up now. I might look to get in on a small pullback to see if we can get the retest towards high of day being 34. Hmm. He's still just holding on, I'm guessing, yeah. They're 17 again. It's gonna bounce off it again there. 22, 23. Come all the way back down. Man, this is a tough read. I don't know which way it's gonna go. Hmm? 222 average, 210 stop. Oh, shit. Sorry, that was just my genuine reaction to watching that. Well, shucks. Starting to slowly lose a bit of hope on the day that we're not going to see much more opportunity. Yeah, we're coming up in 10:30 here. I mean, yeah, it still looks good. It's still every time we dip these two times we got below VWAP, it got bought up very nicely, which is definitely bullish. But it's gonna stop me out and go to the moon now. Yeah, yeah, a wider stop potentially, but yeah, maybe in this context because we came down to this level so quickly. But when this thing breaks VWAP, levels at VWAP, it breaks pretty hard. That's the only thing. But, we kind of had the same thing as we did back here. A little bit of a different situation, but we had this kind of flat support here when we finally snapped past it, broke really hard. It's kind of similar to what we had here, but without the kind of false break. Got something stuck in my throat. AMTD still moving. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so right now on the day, down 81.25. Oh, weird. Yeah, it even went a couple cents below the stop if it was at 210. Well, what do you think? Are you gonna hold it and just keep your stop at 210? I mean, the context of where you bought at is totally different now. So it still doesn't look bad though. Like 208 stop now? Okay. Right. Yeah, exactly. Shoot, there it goes. So big earnings miss on Adobe. Someone in a group took a put on this thing is up 1400%. So I'm kind of gonna call it with that. Yeah, breakfast time. So I'm down $81 in the day. Off giving back. I was up. I think I was up about 65 at the top. On ATXG, and then gave back my gains on this one and plus a little bit more. So got some good footage to go back and watch and maybe learn from. But today I got some work to do with recaps. So I'm gonna get out of here and go start working on that before I got to actually work, and then I'll be back tomorrow for Friday with the stream. Hopefully we see a good scanner in the morning. Hopefully we get a little bit more continuation than we had today. It's been a tough week. It's been a tough couple of weeks actually. So spare market's been difficult. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll catch you later, Rockling. Appreciate it as always being in chat. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So later.